Welcome back to the Cave of Wonders, Dreamwalkers. I am your Sith Lord Callus. I am where Star Wars lives. And this is another Rancor's review, my comic book edition. So if you're new here to the channel, subscribe. Then I need you to hit that like button and turn on notifications so you can join the Dreamwalkers on our journey. Today we'll be discussing The Rise of Kylo Ren Chapter 3, written by Soule. Will Sliney is again the artist, while Guru Effects is the colorist, and Clayton Crane is the cover artist. Now let's jump into the story. Ben Solo has made his way out to the Mid-Rim to link up with the Knights of Ren on the planet Varnak. Now, since issue 1, I've been curious to know if these Knights of Ren are in fact the same that will be following Kylo in the sequel trilogy. And in this issue, Ren refers to one of them by name, Vikral. Now, I checked in the visual dictionary, and that is in fact one of the Knights of Ren that will be following Kylo in the sequels. That doesn't mean all of them are the same though, but at least there is that one connection, which gives us some idea as to how old these guys are, since these are the same knights that encountered Ben Solo and Luke Skywalker many years ago in issue 2. So Ben arrives on Varnak, but before Ren will accept him as a knight, he says that he will have to kill someone. But they are looking for more than just simple murder. It has to be a good death, as he refers to it, and Ben Solo claims that he has already paid the cost in blood. Now Ren assumes that he's talking about Luke Skywalker, since that's what Snoke told him he would say, but Ben claims that he's talking about someone else entirely. Curious, Ren asks for an explanation, and Ben is happy to oblige. He begins his story with the confrontation between him and his former Jedi classmates on Elfrana, or Elfrona. However you pronounce it is your business, but in order to gain some context and truly determine if it's a good death, as he puts it, Ren asks for the backstory of Ben's former comrades. Now, Vo is headstrong and ambitious, while Hennix was considered funny and smart. Ty he remembers as being contemplative. So with a good handle on the backstory of his friends, Ren allows Ben to move forward with his story. The confrontation on Elfrona again saw the Jedi companions as the aggressors. Ben was merely trying to go about his business when they refused to let him be. They were taunting and then attacking him with their lightsabers drawn. Vo was the first to attempt to bring him down, but she is unsuccessful. Ben pushes her off the side of the cliff with a telekinetic blast, but then quickly saves her from plummeting to her death, reaching out with the Force and suspending her in mid-air. Hennix then tries a lightsaber throw to chop Ben in half, but it breaks Solo's concentration and he releases the hold he has on Vo. She continues to fall as Ben whips around to engage Hennix. Now Ty is able to catch Vo with the Force, saving her life. Then Ben repels Hennix's spinning blade back in his direction, ultimately killing him. He then effortlessly... Is that a word that I just used there? Effortlessly? Yeah, without effort. It means effortlessly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He tosses Vo and Ty in the Jedi ruins and then collapses the walls around them. Assuming them dead, he continues on his way to Varnak. The story is enough for Ren to welcome Ben into the Order. The Knights provide Solo with some new rags that look a lot like a mix between something Luke and his father Han Solo would wear. And then back on Elfrana, we see that Vo and Ty aren't dead. They're only trapped. They mourn the death of Hennix, and that's where this story ends. I like this issue, I think, more than the last. It felt short, but still gave us enough information to help issue number 4 wrap up this series. The art and the colors looked good. I liked seeing more of Ben Solo's lightsaber in action, and the style of his hilt before it became the unstable crossblade. I wonder if he was consciously sparing Vo and Tai by tossing them in the ruin, or if that was just a lucky roll of the dice that they survived. This series does seem to be cleaning up Ben Solo's image that we received in the sequels, so I'm more inclined to believe that he intentionally left them alive. If I have to guess though, I think that Snoke is going to be dissatisfied with the quote, good deaths, and force Ben to kill Ren in order to take up the mantle as the master of the Knights of Ren. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like. I have new merch up in the store on Teespring, and why not check out my Lore and Legend series where I dive into stories of the past. Listen, and listen very closely. I do what I love. I hope you love what I do. This has been another Rancorous Review, Comic Book Edition. Until next time.